Hello everyone, CoFH here and welcome to a new video. Today we're doing Tekkit tutorials, which is a new series, and you can quite clearly see that on the screen now. Nice little handy intro thing that I built. So let's get started. And straight down to the bottom. Right. So, welcome to Tekkit tutorials, guys. Basically this is going to be a series in which I showcase many of the different features of Tekkit. Mostly Tekkit Lite to start with, but I might go back to the old version of Tekkit. And each episode I'll show you something different, and I'll go over it maybe in a few episodes for like bits that need more detail. And not only will I show you what it is, but I'll also show you how you can use it to its full potential. So the first thing we're going to be starting off with is probably my favourite one, and it's Mystcraft. It's a new addition to Tekkit Lite. It was never in Tekkit, the original Tekkit Classic now I think, but it's in this one. So these are the key items that you've got in Tekkit's tutorials. And first of all, you've got your descriptive book, and descriptive books are, as you can see there, it links to age 2. And basically you can do this, and if I was to click on this little black bit here, this little black square, then I would teleport to a different dimension, and I just think it's absolutely amazing. Now the second thing, and probably the most important thing to do with Mystcraft if you're going to use it, is a linking book. Now the linking book is very, very useful, because as you can see, as I place it in my inventory, it comes up with overworld underneath it. That can be set to either overworld, nether, or end, and basically what it does, it's similar to the first one, but it links you back to your home world. If you don't use one of these, you can be stuck in an alternate dimension. Right, now third of all, we've got a notebook. Notebooks can be used to customize descriptive books, so you can customize your different dimensions, and to do that you need to use a writing desk. So if you just get this writing desk and place it, no, that's my notebook. So get a writing desk and put it down. It looks like sort of a crafting table, but bookshelves down the side. So you click on this, and then you can put a descriptive book in this bit, and a notebook over here, and then it comes up with all these different fancy symbols. So these symbols are basically the customization things. So what I can do is I can decide that I want a sky biome for my dimension, and that'll put it on here. And then I can decide that, and you can add more than one. So if I want sky biome with, let's say, hell biome, see what that does. Then you can also decide if you want small biomes, medium biomes, large checkerboard biomes. That's quite a good one, I think. Lighting, you can make it bright, dark, standard. So I'm just gonna put it on standard here. The sky one is really cool. I can do black fog or blue fog, or I can do, let's have green. If we have blue sunset and green sky, red clouds. Yeah, so you can do that. Then there's terrain features. You can have wooden tendrils. I'll put most of these on. Lava lakes. You can guess what they are. Lakes, villages, strongholds, huge trees, I'll also show you them, glowstone crystals, starfishes, which I'll come back to later, ravines, dungeons, crystals, obelisks, and caves and mineshafts. Now, starfishes, basically these do the equivalent of the linking book, except they teleport you back to the spawn, and they are extremely rare if you don't customize it though, so you ideally need to do this to get one. But the reason they're good is basically it's a portal, so if you do forget your linking book, it's a way back, and I'll show you them later. So then what we also, and we've also got terrain generation. So you've got void, standard terrain, flat, or cave world. I'm going to pick cave world, see what that does. Time, you can set the different times, so eternal day, eternal dusk, eternal night, fast time, normal time, and slow time. I'll do fast time. Weather, you can set all these things. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to bother with them. Like world modifier as well. You can have spontaneous explosions, skylands, scorched surface, meteors, dense ores, charged and accelerated. You can also rename it, so oh damn wrong. So I can call this dimension what should I call it? Let's just call it Mystcraft. No, Mystcraft Legends. That sounds like a good one. And then, so now I've got this thing, and this will teleport me to that dimension. Let's just take my notebook back, actually. Yeah, so that's the writing desk and notebooks and stuff. God, that lagged out a bit. Yeah, then you've also got a book stand and lectern. These are pretty much the same thing, so I'll go over them in a minute. And I'm just going to set the time to day. Right. So yeah, lecterns and book stands, basically it's just a nifty little thing like this, and you can put your book on it. So here we go. It means you just don't drop it when you can just take it out like that as well, so you don't drop it. And lecterns do exactly the same thing. What if you want to do that though? If you want to display it nicely and you don't want to do that, you can also throw it like that and it'll just land on the ground. I think it does have some sort of durability though, and it won't drop a book if you destroy it. It only sort of like it just destroys it really. Right, now we've also got crystals and book receptacles, and then finally a link modifier. So the crystals are used to make portals. Now the good thing about portals, especially well in Mystcraft anyway, is they can be absolutely any possible shape you like. So well, usually they work anyway. So if I just build a little portal here, some random shape, and these are for putting books in them, so you sort of teleport through. Right, so we've built a little portal here. As you can see, I've got this and this little bit here sticking out, so that's absolutely fine. It won't make a single difference. Now I can put my book receptacle anywhere on the portal frame and put a book in, and ta-da! We've got a portal. I can also do it again in like, there's loads of different colours, so there's pink, purple, green, pink again, yellow, bright yellow, blue. The colours don't mean anything, they just make it look fancy. So you could actually use this as decoration as well, so it's pretty cool. Or you could actually use it as a trap, I suppose. So if you like dug a hole and made it look like there was water at the bottom, but then you wait for someone to fall down and then you put a book in, that'd be quite good. So yeah, I mean, this is the portals. They are pretty cool, and we will hop through them in one moment. Right then, so we are going to do the linking modifier, but well, is it link modifier? Yeah, so here's a link modifier, but basically this is like the writing desk is used to customize descriptive books. You can use the linking, why do I keep calling it linking? The link, whatever this thing's called. Link modifier, that's it. Yeah. So basically, it's used to modify these things. You can change the name of this. So if I just change that to home, then basically you use these features here, and you've got intralinking, which like links it between different ages. So it allows you to use a linking book that's created in the same age you're in. So you can like So basically, it means I can use this linking book in the same dimension it's created in, so I could use it now, potentially, if I were to do that. We've also got disarm, which means that you drop everything in your inventory when the book's actually used, so that could be useful as a trap if you went to, like, get people to jump through a portal, then you nick their stuff. You've also got following, which keeps the used linking book in your inventory, because otherwise it just throws it on the floor when you teleport. So that's a really good one, I think, so I'm just going to add that one. Then we've got generate platform, which basically generates platform underneath where you spawn, which is really useful if you're doing if you're doing void worlds. And finally, you've got maintain momentum, which means you retain your movement speed. So I'm gonna get that as well and like just see what that's like. So yeah, let's hop in this portal, I suppose. So this is the portal that we made earlier, and let's go through. It does usually lag out a bit while it's waiting for stuff to load. Usually just fall for a bit or whatever. Stay around in the void. It's usually a bit quicker than this. Ooh. I'm just gonna play about with this and render a bit. Oh, no, as you can see it's green, that's the green fog. Oh yeah, I created this as Skylands world, didn't I? What's that? Oh no, that's the sun. Ah, right. I think it's the sun, is that the sun? Oh god! There we go. Right. So it worked. It did work. It does usually hugely lag out though when you do teleport. But yes, here we are. And as you can see on the map, we've got a nice different map. Here's the checkerboard biome thing where it splits it up, and got a nice glowstone crystal over here. Let's turn that round distance back down now because it really doesn't like new ages. If you are going to use this on a server though, by the way, be very careful because it does put a lot of stress on the server. So yeah, there's glowstone crystals, and there's similar ones somewhere with like actual crystal, I think, as in this thing. But anyway, here's the starfish that I was talking about. It's basically a pit filled with ores that goes right down to bedrock, and then there's a bit that looks like an end portal at the bottom. This is gonna lag out a bit. Yeah, so as I said, it does lag out a lot, so be prepared to put up with some lag when you actually do it. I think I'm just going to play around with some settings, then I'll see you again in a minute when I've sorted these out. So see you in a bit. Right then, we're back. I've not actually been able to do much about this, guys, so I'm sorry, but you're just going to have to bear with it. But I'm only going to stay in this dimension for a short time anyway. Just to show you, there's a glowstone crystal here. Again, no crystal ones, sorry, and obelisks as well. There aren't any of them that I can see, but basically all they are is like the obsidian towers that you get in the end. It's those basically. Then you've got huge trees in here. One's on fire over there. But basically they're just massive trees that can extend up to about I think it's 60 blocks tall or something, so they're pretty big. So we've also got we've basically got the starfish here that I can use to get back, but I'm not gonna show you them because this one's just cooler, I think. And it goes back to where it's created. So if I just click on this black bit here, I've thrown my book out. No, I think so. It's to keep it. Did I say it to keep it? Probably. But yeah, as you can see, performance is a lot better here. So again, it does use a lot of stuff to get this running on a server. So I think the last thing I've got to show you is the recipes, I think, for everything. So for a descriptive book, you simply need a feather and a book. So that's a really simple recipe. And then we've got linking book. You actually just need a book, which is really amazing. And notebook, you need a lot of paper, like just a full grid of paper. And if you want to know how you make a book for if you don't know how, it's just paper, 3 paper, and a piece of leather. Oh, cool! I can make it in a sawmill and everything as well. Right, then you've got writing desk, which is that's say 5 pieces of wood, just any wooden planks. An ink sac over here is like your ink dipping thing, and then feather is your quill. Book stand, if you want to make one of them. Piece of wood and 2 sticks. Then lectern, just the same sort of organisation of logs, planks as stairs, and then a stick there. So that makes 2 lecterns. Crystal, I'm not actually sure how you make. Book receptacle, you need 3. What am I doing today? You need 8 even pieces of crystal. And finally, link modifier, the most expensive, you need 8 blocks of diamond and a block of gold in the middle. So that's it for today, guys. And if you want to drop a comment below, show me or tell me what sort of mod you want to see next. Anything in Tekkit Lite, or I suppose even the old Tekkit. But that's about it for today. And I will see you next week. Bye.